Hello everybody, my name is DeathCharge22182. Now, welcome back to Death Charge Gaming, guys. Today we are going to be playing some more Warframe, and this time I'm going to be using my little dude, as you can see in the mirror.
Alright, safe.
We are going to be trying our very best to upgrade our amp. And if you guys don't know, I'm not going to give too many spoilers, but at some point you'll be able to get this little dude, and you'll be able to get an amp. And amps can be made with different arm braces, prisms, which are different types of shooting, and scaffold that can, I guess, give a bonus to it. Before, I was using my experimental one that kind of shoots like a assault rifle, and it has the same prism as the one I'm going to be using. It has the same prism as my experimental one, so it's still going to shoot kind of the same. But the difference between these two is I have a new brace. I have the Certus brace, which is supposed to give more critical chance. As you can see, the stats are a little different. It is silent, it is auto, the accuracy is still the same, very good, fire rate still the same. The only difference is the charge time, I think is better. If I switch back to my experimental one, then my secondary will be able to go high. My secondary for this experimental one was a kind of a blast, but this one, with this scaffolding at the bottom, it shows the scaffolding will be able to launch discs like that that can hit people pretty easily. So that's what I'm going to be using for this video. And we are going to go to Skuldra Exterminate. If you're ever in a loading screen and you have time, you're able to wiggle around your motorcycle and ship, which is pretty nice.
Just moved into the area. They're putting down anything that moves, infested in civilians alike.
I'm going to be using Site09, who is a sniper, but I'm going to be using his ability to highlight enemy weak points, so that way I can shoot better with this. And right off the bat, even though I'm not a damage school with this little person, I can still deal a decent amount of damage to even level 69s, so that's a good start. And this is what the ricochet does if you click your right joystick or you alt fire. Well, it didn't really do it, but yeah, you see that? It shot a little disc. It kind of ricocheted a little bit. Overall, not bad. Usually with I do at some point want to unlock more, get different ones, so I can have a flamethrower, and I also want to upgrade my schools, kind of the magic schools, so that way I can be the best little dude possible.
Ride in style, fam.
That guy is going to be hard to kill unless I take off his shield with my normal character. I'm going to try my hardest to complete this as this little person.
Use the Fervon charges to melt the locks and get inside. But I gotta tell you, they will
Because I do
not
not
be
want
happy
to... I'm going to try my hardest to complete this as a little person because I do not want to have to go back. Not necessarily back, but I want to level up this gun as quick as possible. The best way to do that is to kill these colored enemies that have like little shields on them, because they give the most XP. There we go. That time it ricocheted between enemies. I guess it really just depends on if it hits them or not. Yeah, there we go. I think there may possibly be a truck over there that is shooting me. Or maybe not. Right now, one of my person's little abilities is able to, their first ability puts down a 5-meter radius. And what that does, it lasts for 12 seconds. I can increase the size of it. And it will disable any enemy shields that enter it. I think it's normal shields, it's not like the special blue shields. And my second ability right now, I launch an energy bomb that does an explosion in a 5-meter radius, but it strips 40% of enemy armor. And I believe if I get that up, I should be able to fully strip enemies. And being able to fully strip enemies would really, really be beneficial for higher levels, especially if you're gonna go like fight, let's say like like some type of boss that has a bunch of armor. Be really useful for that.
Wake up! We got bad guys.
Unfortunately, when you're playing as a little operator, little dude, you can't really run, or you can't slide like how you normally can. So this is walking, and then this would be running. So as you can see, it's not very fast. So that's why you have to go invisible, and then use your first. You go invisible and jump, and it would like sling you like that. It's pretty nice. A good thing to note that if you go invisible with your little dude, enemies will only go to your last known location, and they'll try to ignore you otherwise. You're not like this big person. Yeah, we're just going to be trying to level up this stone as much as we can. Try to see if it's really good if we max it out or not. I think the max level on it is 30, so I kind of already started at level 20 because I did it for the first mission a little bit, so... There are some enemies that you just have to kill with your normal character instead of your little person. I did also try to make my character like a goth character. She has her goth hood, she has almost the full goth outfit. I gave her special shoulders and a cape that, if you use a emote, kind of like does that. It kind of turns torn, and it has some void energy to it, which is pretty nice. I don't use it too often when I'm like playing as a little person, because if I already have it open if I already have the cape up with my character, then it won't get in my way. And plus, with the little character, I kind of need to aim. And if I'm like, if the cape's doing this, going up and stuff, it'll kind of just be in my way, and I can't see anything. So, but you get it from the 10-hour bundle that is currently available right now in game. It's around $25, $26 if you're on PlayStation. But you'll be able to get the event pass that goes with Bara, who is a void trader selling special mods in July. So if you want, go get those while you can.
I got a message from Skuldra. Hovenia isn't your town, and their purge squad is all dead. I mean, they will be when you're all done. Keep it up.
Okay, I see. So even as long as I can kind of hit headshots, it seems to be pretty decent. Okay, I like that. Okay, I don't like that. I'm getting my butt kicked. Just gonna siphon the shield away and finish them off with my pistol. My auto pistol. I will note that as soon as your little person goes down, you will go back into your Warframe, and all your shield will be gone. So a good thing to do is right when you get back, if you don't want to die, because your shield is gone, you can pop back out into your little person. When you first get your little person, you won't be able to do that, but as you follow the quests and storyline of Warframe, you eventually will be able to accomplish a certain feat and be able to do exactly that. Be able to pop out whenever you desire, which is pretty nice. I do like it. I am going to mark these enemies, shoot them a little more. This one's annoying. I don't like this one. That guy is just annoying. Get rid of it. Everything else seems to be okay. I do need to unlock others. I have all the schools unlocked, I just need to level them up. And if it becomes nighttime, I will be able to go on a hunt in one of the open worlds. And I will be able to show you guys a good way to level up one of your schools. But does this only last for a certain amount of time, or can I just... Oh. I can kind of use the ability as much as I want, so I can just pop that in there, get rid of their shield. Huh. Okay. I don't know how long it takes for them to get shield back though. So that might be an issue. But this is supposed to be more of the school I'm playing as is Yunaru, so it's supposed to be more of a if you die type of school. Like if you die, you can pop out as your little person,
Spoil yourself.
kind of like a infinite revive goal. But I'm not playing. But there are other schools. Other schools can, there's Zenuric, which I think is more of like an energy school. There is Matarai, which I believe is the damage school, and I believe that Matarai will be the one that I go for next to try to unlock certain abilities. When you unlock certain abilities, you will be able to... When you unlock certain abilities to a certain degree, you can have them as like for all your schools. Like it won't just, you won't have to be in that specific school anymore. You can be a different school and still get the bonus. Which I've done that with I think I've done that with 2 schools already, which is pretty good. I've been slacking in this little dude department and not really focusing and trying to do the best damage that I can, because even in certain areas or aspects of the gameplay, I slack in this little dude department. I see a lot of people like pull out a flamethrower, deal a whole bunch of damage, and I want that. I want to be able to deal a bunch of damage as my little person. And so far, this build that I have going for them is pretty good. So I do like the way it shoots, how it's auto. There is another one that I can do where instead of being auto, it would be like a slow sniper, but it would be a pretty good sniper as well. And I think that is what I'll use to take down a bunch of bad dudes in one of the open worlds that I can show you guys either in this video or later on in a future video. Okay, I don't like that much. I don't like this guy. He's one that I do not like.
Stone Cold Ninja.
And we currently got cereal. That's really good. That guy might be a little bit of a challenge. With that to lower that. Let me hit your weakness. Maybe I gotta lower this a little bit. Just a little more. Alright, now I should be able to. There we go. Finish him off with that. I was just down here. Why do I need to go down here again? Yo! Oh, he's stuck. Well, now this is just mean. This is absolutely just cool. What you doing? Oh. He was galloping for a moment. That was adorable.
Just don't scratch the paint.
I don't want him to summon a big person again. What I love about my main Warframe right now is that he has the ability to highlight enemies. He has the ability to have all of these elements, equip them. When he shoots an enemy weak point, which is highlighted with his first ability, it ricochets, so I can do that and see how it killed someone right there. It can ricochet off and hit other enemy weak points. And it's a big chain reaction if you get a group of enemies together, which is pretty cool. And his first ability that highlights enemy weapons, or enemies in general, can shoot through walls. So like for example, if I go over here and I see this person, or if I hide behind this,
That's the
well,
last
if I don't
one.
miss my shots. But like,
Time
see
to
that
go
tank
home.
over there? If I do this, if I can hit it, yeah, see the health went down on it? If I do it one more time, I could have destroyed it through the building, through the wall.
Get yourself killed while you're out, Chief. Target!
Alright, let's go. We're winning. As I mentioned in a few times in previous live streams of Warframe, how you get the Coda weapons and stuff like that. This is the computer. This is what the computer looks like, the blue computer that you would take the Coda disk to and type it in and play a little snake game to start up the Coda, I guess, boy band bounty. I don't really know what to call it. But you get your own assigned boy band and be able to go and, you know, deal a bunch of damage to them, murder them. I explained it all in the previous video, previous live stream video. I don't know if we will be able to rank up this entire weapon in this video. We may have to do another one, possibly.
Hey, not even a challenge!
We got to level 24, and I think we were level 20 when we started, so that's still decent. That person's running in the air. That's not right. Alright, let me check in our favorite spots. Yep. We got beer. We got beer, we're winning. And up here, we don't have anything. Destroy that. Take the shield off this guy, and then finish him with this. There we go. Alright, let's see what level we get. Our amp went up to 28. We might actually be able to do it in this video. Once you hit max rank, you'll be able to unlock Gilded with it.
I was feeling kinda homesick, but drill bit stayed up with me.
I'm gonna run
It was
this mission
really
again
cool,
because
just
it seems
having someone there.
that fighting these Skuldra enemies seem to be better with getting the levels. You don't have enemies running at you all the time with melees, as compared to the infested tech rot, which is the infested creatures with the computers in them. You don't have to worry about being meleeed all the time.
First.
Pull up, clean up, try it down. Yo, hitters! Get active!
Sometimes I will admit, sometimes if you go stand around in a relay, which is kind of like a public hub on any planet, sometimes you can get a blessing, which is pretty nice. If you are mastery rank 30 or higher, you can bless everyone in the relay, which I think is once a day. But that blessing, I believe, would last for the whole day. So if you got like or a couple hours. So if you got an affinity blessing, which is XP, you can get bonus XP. If you get a resource blessing, there's resource blessings. There's credit blessings, which are used to upgrade mods. Did it do it anyway? I don't know. I don't see him in the sky. Oh, no, there he is.
In style, fam.
Just ping one of Scaldo's secret stashes. Use the Furbon charges to mount the locks and get inside. But I gotta tell you, they will not be happy about it if you do.
Represent. I will leave survivors on. Never go to the red.
There are certain things you can get, such as buffs when you're shooting enemies with your little dude. One of the buffs is there's like a green cue that goes around the enemy. If it shows up again, I will show you. I know sometimes you can purposely prime it, but I'm not entirely sure if that is possible. Do not want to kill this person with my normal character. I want to use my little person.
It's gonna deadlock permanently. Clock's ticking. Look for Furbon charges.
My character is going to take gas damage for a moment. Oh, that's why. It's this one. There's certain enemies that you absolutely need to kill with your Warframe, especially if they get annoying, like this Eradicator. Hate him. Hate him with a burning passion. Sometimes I will bring my character forward just so my my companion will be able to freeze them, or at least slow them down, especially if they're like runners. Runners can be really difficult to kill. I destroyed all their scooters. How do you feel?
So what? Just stand around the
You got no scooters.
Wait.
That's a big melee, dude. I don't like that.
Hey, too slow.
I'm not gonna go for the cash because you get arcanes from it, and I can kind of buy arcanes at the moment.
What? Oh man! Thought for sure you'd be able to break into that cache.
Oh no, you don't. Let's summon no more big dudes.
Feeling good.
For a split moment, you could see the green effect. I wonder if I can get it to cross. Okay, maybe not in that one. Oh, this person has a shield. Okay. Take away his shield. Okay, this green effect around him. If I shoot around that, it would put all of the damage kind of towards his head. But I don't know if I can get it to proc again. I think that person dodged my attack.
Scratch the paint.
Take the shield off of him. Wait for it. Shoot him.
Everything's packed.
When you want to gild your little weapon for your little dude, you want to go to Quill, which is located at Cetus on Earth, or you want to go to Little Duck on Fortuna, which I believe is on Venus. And over there you can gild your weapon, being able to be customized, and you'll be able to, I believe, add arcanes to it. I don't think you can add I don't think you can add a secondary. You can add a secondary arcane. I just don't know where you get the amp arcane adapter. So depending on where you get the amp arcane adapter, that will determine if you can have one arcane on it or two. And arcanes can be pretty powerful. On my experimental T4 that I showed earlier, I do have two on there. It's been so long, I don't remember exactly where you go to get it. It could be at... It could be maybe during a bounty. It might be a bounty related. Never really looked into it too much, except for that one. I want your shield. Whoa, okay, I didn't mean to do that. Alrighty, that person's dead. Let's see if I can get this one. Okay, yeah, this green effect around him, but I don't know, it's very, very faint. But when that happens, I am able to Don't be annoying. When that green effect does happen, I am able to do headshots. Think of it like an automatic headshot, if you will. It like surrounds the enemy, and then if you shoot around the enemy and you don't even hit the head, it will automatically go to the head. I believe it's either that, or it increases your damage. Either way, it does more damage, so... Like, yeah. Did that effect, but this guy is also healing, so that kind of defeated the purpose of it. Don't do that. Try to ricochet a bunch of discs in here. See how many enemies I can hit. He's gonna be. The disc ricocheting feature is pretty nice. It reminds me of another shotgun that's actually pretty good if you cannot get over here to 1999. It's called the Cedo, and it is Lavos' signature weapon. However, its alt fire allows you to, no matter what statuses you have on the weapon, the disc that shoots out will put the status of that weapon onto all enemies. And the more statuses that are on an enemy, the more damage the shotgun deals. Specifically the Cedo, that's like its gimmick, is the more statuses on an enemy, the higher damage the pellets will do to it, to that enemy. There we go. Level 30. And now we can just kind of do this normally. I'm gonna go put on this. Oh, none of them are standing still. But now they are. I should definitely put on a lens for this character, so that way he can also get those magic points instead of just my other character. I will get magic points no matter what, as long as I have these weapons, but if I put it on the character, then if I use the sniper rifle that this one has, his ultimate is a sniper rifle that deals damage and ricochets enemy weak points, then I'll be able to get more. I'll be able to get more magic points if I do that. So I'm tempted. I may do that in the future with a different school instead of just the one school, because right now my primary and secondary weapon are focused on Yunaru. The School of Yunaru. Alright, we have nothing in there, and we do have an item up top here. We currently got a 6-pack. We got some beer. Alright, we got max rank with our amp, so we are going to go to first place you would go to, which you should already know. if you've been following the Warframe story, is Cetus. We're going to go to Cetus and go talk to Quill, and we are going to guild our amp. I'm going to use the hotbar, Quill, pop out your little
I'll just
person,
stand around
and
and count
go
sheep
in.
then, yeah?
We're going to talk to
We are
Quill,
bound, family to family, clade to
and I
clade, as children of
believe
the all-seeing Unum.
um, other
Closeness or
services.
nearness,
We are going
push or
to.
pull, hold or
You
release.
can rename
Which
it
will it be?
for platinum. You can also trade in old ones, I believe. But right now we are going to
Yes,
guild
commit.
our current amp, which I believe this is the original one that you get. It'll say moat on all of them, the scaffold, prism, and brace. And the one that we just use is a FOD scaffold, Ron Prism, that makes it shoot like a machine gun, and the Certus brace that does critical damage.
A bold reaching toward consequence.
But when you
How
guild
shall
it, you
this
also
be
get to rename
remembered?
it. So I am currently going to name this one. I'm gonna name this one 447. I guess assault. I don't because it shoots like an assault, and the 447 is a personal. Not personal. It's just the combination of braces on it.
And so it begins.
And now that it is currently
Ah,
gilded,
the
if we
history you
go
will
to
tell.
our operator section and go to equipment, we will be able to now put a arcane on it. And I'm going to be using the eradicate, and if I can unlock the second one, I will be using eternal onslaught, where on energy depleted I get more critical chance. So let us see if he is selling the arcane
We are
that
each
we
one
need.
viewpoint within the... Allow us to improve your efficiency.
Let's see, is he selling the arcane? Or not the arcane, is he selling the adapter? No, I do not believe he is selling the adapter, but he does have different arcanes. He has different prisms. This would be the first prism. Um, yeah, if you take a look, hover over these prisms and the scaffolding, you can kind of see which one it does. It gives a quick description, and it also gives a list of items that you need to craft, or sometimes you need to craft them, and then other times you just need the resources. But no matter what, you'll always need credits to craft things, like with blueprints. Uh, this one, the Raplac, is good for the hunts, the Cetus hunts. Cetus connects to the plains of Eidolon, which is an open world, so that's pretty good.
Was it ever thus?
I do not,
Which string
I do
will you
not
pluck?
believe,
Which note will you sound? Play well, and the universe does.
I do not
These will
believe he is
assist
selling the adapter.
in time.
Real quick, we are
They
going
all
to
separate
go
in process.
to. Well, one, I'm going to
Right
go
on
to
time,
Ponzu and
Sura.
see if he
I
has an
see you.
adapter in the
Let's
bounties.
get to work.
Let's see, there's lens blueprints. Uh, over here in the bounties, as you can see in the rewards down here, the rare parts, one of them is Revenant, and Revenant is a really good character. I highly recommend him because he has an invulnerability ability that makes him immortal pretty much, and he is very, very useful. I do not see an arcane adapter, so I believe it is at.
Look up when you're done, yeah?
You are going to come with me. I believe it is at Little Duck in Fortuna. In order to get to the back room with Little Duck, you'll need to be, I think it is around rank 5 on Venus. Fortuna connects to Orbivalis. Orbivalis is the second open world. But we're going to go check Little Duck and see if she is selling the arcane. Or not the arcane adapter, I should say. So, if you ever want to go to the back room from this mission board, you would come all the way over here. And there will be a back room. And when you enter it, this is the kind of the introduction of you can put arc guns into your weapon slots. You have to be a certain rank to talk to her in the back room. But over here is Little Duck, and you have to pop out as your little person when you're talking to Little Duck. So we will see if she is selling the adapter. You can also get cosmetics, a bunch of different cosmetics that are pretty neat. These are the different braces. For example, this is the Certus brace that I've been using. It increases the likelihood of critical hits. That's pretty nice. Let us see if she is selling the... She is not selling... She is not selling the arcane adapter. However, she is selling Baruch, which is a monk that it's kind of like a balancing act. The more damage he takes, the more resistant damage he's more resistant to damage. Hildren is a Warframe that is based off of shields. Her entire she has no health pool. Her shield is she has no energy pool. Her shield is her energy pool, which is pretty nice. But
easy go.
how about other services? That's how you guild it. Exotic goods? No, I don't even really know how you get anomaly shards. Well, either way, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. And that will be all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.